A crazy HOA Karen tried to force her way onto my property and called 911 to lie about me what she didn't know. My wife took the call. She's a 911 dispatcher and a former cop. Let's just say Karen got a surprise and a pair of handcuffs. I never thought I'd be the main character in a real-life HOA horror story. But here I am. Let me walk you through the wild ride of how a power-hungry HOA Karen called 911 to force her way into my property only to have my wife, who happened to be the 911 dispatcher that day, pick up the call and absolutely wreck her. Oh yeah, she got arrested. Let's go back a bit. My name's Jake. My wife, Emily, is a 911 dispatcher and former cop. We live in a pretty quiet, upscale suburban neighborhood. It's the kind of place where the grass is always green. Fences are color matched. And there's a homeowners association that thinks it's the FBI. Our neighborhood's HOA president is a woman named Sharon. Know everyone around here just calls her Karen because, well, she's the living embodiment of one. Mid-50s, oversized sunglasses, always has a clipboard, and she somehow thinks she's in charge of everything and everyone. Now my wife and I bought our house a year ago. It was a fixer-upper, but we loved the bones. We poured money, time, sweat, and maybe a few tears into renovating it. The yard, in particular, had been neglected by the previous owners, and we transformed it into a peaceful sanctuary with a privacy fence, a koi pond, and a screened-in patio. Basically, our own little heaven. Here's the thing though, we are not part of the HOA. Our house sits on the edge of the neighborhood, technically outside the jurisdiction of the HOA. We confirmed it during the buying process, had our lawyer double-check it, and even recorded a waiver of HOA obligations with the county. We're on our own land, period. Karen didn't like that. At first, it was little things. She'd leave notes on our mailbox, grass too long, trash bins visible from the street, unauthorized shed, stuff that didn't apply to us. We ignored her. Then came the surprise visits. I'd be trimming hedges and she'd just stroll up like she owned the place, waving her clipboard like a sword. One day, she told me, "As long as you're in this neighborhood, you follow my rules." I said, "Lady, this is America. You don't make the laws." She stormed off. Things escalated from there. She reported us to the HOA board, which we're not under. Animal control because our dog barked once, and even tried to get our water turned off for unauthorized landscaping. Nothing stuck. Then came the real storm. About 2 weeks ago, I installed a new fence on the west side of our property. It matched the rest of the fencing and was well within property lines. Karen showed up the next day, fuming. "You didn't get HOA approval for this fence." I calmly said, "Because I don't need it." Again, not under the HOA. She literally screamed, "You're setting a bad example for the neighborhood."